Hello everyone, welcome to the Outsiders Improvised and Creative Music Festival 2020 Clean Sweep Sessions. There's been an absolute lot happening these past weeks here in America, Philadelphia, and all around the world. The whole concept of racism is ugly as I don't know what. But we as African Americans, and for the most part other people in America who's been very sensitive to racism, we've been able to get through this. And we're going to do that once again. But we have to acknowledge what's been going on. The healing is in the music. The healing is in spirituality. And we have to continue to do that with ourselves, with our families, and everybody that we involve ourselves with each other with love and understanding and kindness. We will no longer sit back and let racism take over our lifestyle, our way of thinking, our humanity. And we will continue to fight for right. And we will continue to fight for justice and equality. We are so happy to be here once again for you guys, providing that healing in entertainment and art and the arts that we so desperately need over and over again in our lives. We need it. And that's why I'm here. And this evening or this morning or this afternoon, I hope you guys will sit back and relax and enjoy everything that we have prepared for you. We have excellent concert with Ray Parker Jr., Bernard Pretty Purdy, Ronald Collis Bell from Kool and the Gang. We also have a great film from a filmmaker from Greg Mann. Greg actually started off being an engineer, one of the first African American engineers in New York City. Did a lot of work with me and a lot of hip hop artists in the 80s. And he's now churning his tables and doing his work as a filmmaker, and he has a great film for you guys to see. The film is very deep. I want to let you know that, but it's something that we have to see. Also, we have the incredible heavy metal soul band 24/7 Spies from New York. And also there will be a wonderful duet between myself and the legendary percussionist Doc Gibbs on a piece that we put together entitled Mass Awakening. And the poet magnifique, Wadood Ahmed. We have a wonderful in-concert performance with the late, great Ronnie Drayton on guitar, featuring him with my band Brother Zone. And also, if you guys want to make a donation towards all the wonderful work that we're trying to do for you, please feel free to do so. Go to my website, www.jamaaladeen.com, and also you will see here the information for you. You can please feel free to go there and donate any amount that you would like to. It all helps in our cause of doing this wonderful work for you. Sit back and enjoy yourselves now.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey!
We're going to just try to uplift our spirits tonight, okay, because we know what's going on in the world, right? It's absolutely bananas, but that's okay. Because we're gonna, you know, as the old black folk used to say, God don't like ugly. What's up, Lodo? God don't like ugly. So, you know, we're gonna, you know, it's gonna be some things that's gonna be happening, but the most important thing is that all you have to do, because we've been there before, and what you have to do is just maintain your relationships with your family, maintain that love, maintain that wholesomeness, that positiveness, the kindness, the happiness. You know, you got to do all those things. So, without further ado, I'm going to acknowledge a few gentlemen that are on the stage right now, who's been with me a long time and through thick and thin, but we've been blessed to come together, and it's been completely a blessing. I'd like to, for you, everybody here, to put their hands together for Mr. Ronnie Drayton on the guitar. Ronnie, you know, he's quite interesting on the guitar. Quite interesting on the guitar. Also, up here, Daryl Burgee on the drums. Now it's about to get real serious up here right now. It's gonna make it serious. Trust me, really serious. This is a very riveting and touching film by the filmmaker Greg Mann, featuring The Last Poets.
America's a terrorist!
America. Terrorist.
Killing the natives of the land. Killing and stealing has always been America's master plan. America's a terrorist!
Please don't come close to me.
I'm taking a picture calling the cops.
Please call the cops. Please call the cops.
I'm going to tell them there's an African-American man threatening my life. I'm going to tell them there's an African-American man threatening my life. Threatening my life.
Giving blankets contaminated with smallpox to the natives who were here. The beginning of germ warfare. The beginning of white fear.
You will not replace us.
America's a terrorist.
America.
Being mean and nasty to those who treated him kind. Take a pregnant black woman, cut her belly open, let the fetus fall out, starve the baby in the ground to instill fear is what that was all about. Gang up on a black man. Gang up on a black man. Hang him from a tree. Cut him down and set him on fire. For everyone to see. America's a terrorist. With a howdy-doody grin. And using the Bible to keep others in check. While America commits all the sin. Thou shalt not kill. That's not part of the American dream. Because it kills a thrill. They love to show on your TV screen. Romance the gun just for fun. Drop a bomb just for charm. This is the American way. All this talk about equality, justice, and peace.
Breonna Taylor! Breonna Taylor! Breonna Taylor!
Killed in her own home when Louisville police officers made a late-night raid on the wrong address. She was shot 8 times and no arrests have been made.
America's a terrorist! Every time blacks tried to find a way to do for self, the American terrorist wasn't having it. And fear is all black folks felt. Rosewood was a town where blacks tried hard to thrive. White folks burned it down. And many blacks lost their lives. There was a town in Oklahoma called Black Wall Street. Blacks had homes, bank, lots of money, and stood strong on their own 2 feet. But now you see the whites nearby were jealous and just couldn't stand seeing blacks do so well. So they dropped not 1, but 2 bombs on the town in 1921 and created a living hell. America's a terrorist! Feeding off racism and greed. Not caring, not sharing, but enjoying watching people bleed. For 400 years, blacks have lived in fears of the vicious cruelty of the racists. Tried to march for justice and the civil right to be treated fair.
These people have deluded themselves for so long that they really don't think I'm human. I had basis on their conduct, not on what they say. And this means that they have become, in themselves, moral monsters.
It should be obvious by now, that this country is deranged and yet we stand and pledge our allegiance to a flag that brings lots of grief and singing that war song every day is America's only belief. America's a terrorist and no one wants to admit and pointing the finger at others is the ironic part of it. Dropped the bomb in Philadelphia to wipe out an organization called MOVE, killed unarmed children because the police had something to prove. And all the Black Panthers who are trying to help their community, killed by the FBI, we're trying to bring unity.
The police in our community occupy our area, our community as a foreign troop occupies territory. And the police are there not to, in our community, not to promote our welfare or for our security and our safety, but they're there to contain us, to brutalize us and murder us, because they have their orders to do so.
No place are you safe if you have a darker face. Henry Dumas, Alfred Diallo, Michael Graham, James Byrd, Emmett Till, Anthony Byers, Arthur Miller, just to name a few, died at the hands of American terrorists. The KKK, Michigan militia, the FBI, and the CIA, and the police from coast to coast are the real American terrorists, and the government is the host. But you know what? You can't kill what you can't see.
That was heavy. Now let the healing begin. What do you say when you have a group of guys who are veterans, who have over the years kept up with everything that was going on musically, maintaining their skills as producers, yet maintaining their skills as instrumentalists? Thus we have three gentlemen who I consider to be up there in music, actually music royalty. Let's talk about it. Ronald Hollis Bell. My early experiences at the Philadelphia Uptown Theater, talking late 60s, early 70s, I would go there, I would sit on the third row, and I would watch this band called Kool and the Gang. Right in front of me would be these guys that would be absolutely tearing the place down. On saxophone was Hollis Bell, doing his thing like he always have done, like he continues to do, and is completely incredible on his instrument. Yes, he's a producer. Yes, he's a pioneer in synthesizer effects and synthesizer equipment, but he's a saxophonist, incredibly gifted with making the most beautiful sounds, funky with his saxophone. Let's move it on down the line. Ray Parker Jr. I'm sitting in a rehearsal with Ray Parker Jr. and he's sitting there playing his guitar like he loves to do. And every other song that he would play, I'll go like, I know that song. And he would say, well, you know what? I wrote that song. I would go like, what? He blew my mind when he told me that he wrote, at 17 years old, he wrote a song for Chaka Khan. Who's got the love? To give me the strength to keep on living? Whatever it is, I can't do without. Anyway, Ray Parker Jr. has, through his band Radio, a woman needs love just like you do. Okay, I'm not a singer. I used to think I was a singer when I first started playing. Ray Parker Jr. going through Radio, playing with Stevie Wonder's band Wonder Love, writing new additions, Mr. Telephone Man. That's right, Ray wrote that. Until Ghostbusters. What can you say about that? Incredible. And he's a monster on his guitar, as you will see. Funky. What do you say about a percussionist, a drummer, who's played on over 4,000 records? Bernard Pretty Purdy with the Purdy Shuffle. Come on, it doesn't get no better than that. Let's go. Let's hear us guys do our thing, and we're going to do it right now.
Imitation bass sounds destroy black boy creativity. Turn them into pistol whippers of family members, and there is no deeper meaning. Imaginary talent recycles young folks over and over and over and over with the hip hop lifespan of 2.34 records. Boom, bip. But he was real bop. On the cover of Rap Weekly, bald-headed with a snarl of spit hanging from his lower lip. Financially secure, synthetically angry, his job was to keep black boys pointed towards prison. So he dressed like convict, or at least he was told to dress like convict because that's what sold records. Incarcerated clothing, droopy jeans, oversized backers with drawers showing IQ sizes of learned symbols of power strapped to the front of his pelvis. He said, "Let me hear the ladies make some noise. Somebody say, ow." Oh, yeah. So he called himself, check this out. So he called himself Sexy Man. Big Daddy All Penis, the Mac Machine Moneymaker. G loved you too much. Switch the bitch nigga African. He actually wore a medallion with misspelled words. A cold-blooded X-Curl commercial for some young people to follow and some white folks to exploit. He actually had a chainsaw in the projects, like a black gimmick with no trees to cut. The Negro rapper boy who wanted the world to believe he was out of his mind. So he'd get respect from other people who be stupid. But you see, the source of hip-hop flows from the pockets of those telling us what they spend their money on and what they won't. Okay, little black boys, we'll pay for images of anger and lack of self-control, so when we split some of your bald-headed skulls, we'll be able to justify it. Now stand over there in the corner with this beer bottle and blunt in your hand and say cheese, so America's Most Wanted posters will match your album covers. You see, when you own the circus, when you come up out the pocket and you actually finance the circus, the clowns have to sing and dance the way you want them to, or they cannot perform. No other group of people on earth will allow their children's images to be portrayed as something so insignificant. Death Row is the label that pays me unfadable, so don't you try to fade. Watch the trick. What if the first images of me that you saw, that you see, were on TV? Who would I be? Would you let me move next door after the show and operate on your mother? This is for all the supposed hardcore hip-hoppers hopping around on one leg being spoon-fed the notion that black-on-black crime is somehow sexy. That if you look like you can kill somebody, you ain't got to be able to do it, but if you look like you can kill somebody and you all of that, watch the trick. Where are the clowns? Ringing the clowns. You can dance now.
Here we go. You know, this is the part of the show that don't let me say it, that I like the best. No, I can't say that I like the best, but I enjoy the best because it's something that I'm having passion about. That's fashion and style. You know, I grew up in Philadelphia, North Philadelphia, the projects in North Philadelphia, and there was always this connection between the guys in the neighborhood who were basically working guys. You know, they would go, maybe they might have had a job as a trash man or worked at a store or whatever, but these guys came home, they got sharp because they know how to put it on. We didn't understand all the names like I do now of all the designers, because there were some designers that were putting out stuff at that time, like Schiaparelli and Pierre Cardin and all of these different folks. They were doing some things. We didn't really know the intricacies of the designers and their backgrounds, but we saw something and we knew we liked it and we put it on. There was always this relationship between the street style and the musicians and the artists. For example, the Beatles used to wear the Beatle boots. We call them the Beatle boots, or we call them celebrity boots. Celebs for short. And basically these were boots that were Chelsea boots. They were English riding boots. But somehow we adopted that boot in the neighborhood and we wore it. We would get our pants made from the tailors. Silken wool, mohair, sharkskin pants, suits made from the tailor. We would wear our Italian knit sweaters, Arnold Palmer sweaters, and we would play basketball in them. Could you imagine us, wearing some shoes from Bali, Switzerland, playing basketball in them? Yeah, we did that, along with our Converses as well. But there was an inspiration that was happening in the neighborhood that was incredible. And for me, all of that stuff sort of just moved in my head and kept going around in my head until it made me the person that I am today. So, you will now witness 1960s and 1970s fashion. 1970s was my period. There they are, Philadelphia classic ladies, Honey and the Bees, So Sharp. The Philly Intruders, Bobby Taylor and the Vancouvers with that blue and purple. Elvis wearing that purple and that yellow jacket. Funky 60s glasses, Space Age. There I am, Space Age 2. Baby Ray, rocking those 60s frames that he's so classically known for. And there's the beaver hat with the funky Philly fresh block, the S block, the S block. And you had to have your Kango beaver hat and your Schiaparelli shirt, and your Schiaparelli shirt. The Uptown Theater where I saw it all. There's Willie the Mighty Magnificence wearing that funky. And there's Brenda and the Tabulations wearing that funky, beautiful 70s gear. Look at those pants. The Delphonics, they hit you hard with that classic Edwardian style. So majestic, so majestic. The Delphonics. The Tempting Temptations. Come on. Burgundy. The 5 stair steps early on. Look at the cut in them suits. The 5 stair steps later on. 70s. Classic tailored suits. The Osley guys. Bohemian at its best. Super fly. The best. Sly and the Family Stone. The Temptations with Psychedelic Shack. You know where it's at. The cape. Temp's wearing the cape. So funky. And that afro hairstyle so banging. Duke. Afro Sheen was the mean. Look at that afro. He's black and he's proud. Yes, he is. And we got that stylish, funky 70s bells. And where do you think Tom Ford got this look from? 70s. Where do you think Tom Ford got that look from? The 70s. And you had to have your jumpsuit. You had to have your jumpsuit. And your rolling shirt or your Nick shirt. Oh, look at those shoes. Come on, who wouldn't play them today? And the ladies had it going on too. Yeah, they had it going on too. And you had to have your little Abners if you was walking around the neighborhood. Little Abners. Come on now, you know we had to have the funkiest sneakers. You had to have your sneakers. Even if they were Bobos, you were cool. Now we get into some futuristic thing with those eyeglasses. We got Miles Davis and we got David Ruffin. And there's those Futura sunglasses again by Silhouette. There's the Futuras again by Silhouette. Come on, you. Bobby Womack, he was the king of the glasses. Every record cover. Now we're getting into Bly of Florence. Bly of Firenze. Bly of Florence. Oh, those funkiness was so cool. Made of alpaca. And there I am because I'm a collector. Yeah, Argyle print colors. All the colors in the rainbow. All the colors in the rainbow. Yeah, yeah. Now, we're talking about we're talking about late 60s, early 70s, mid 70s. Alpaca. So fly. Oh yeah, so fly. Keep it coming, keep it coming. Now you got yourself a black wool Italian knit in that 70s modern style with that ring pull zipper in the front. Come on, come on. There's that Renaissance man. Come on. Colors like that. Who would wear colors like that today? Me. And there's my man right there wearing that multicolored striped knit. Come on, this is my favorite. So many cats have been trying to get this one from me. Nope, they can't have it. Bly of Florence. Bly of Florence. Come on now. You got to be brave to do that one. Who's ever seen a Nehru Bly knit from Parker of Vienna? Oh, there's that video spear. JVC video spear. And that knit with the spear pockets and leather trimming. Yeah, come on now. We're talking like mid-70s. It's time to go now. Yeah, this is a part of the show that I don't like as much, but all things, good things must come to a short end. I hope you guys have really enjoyed yourselves, and we try to do our best to provide that entertainment that we know that you so much enjoy. I'd like to give a shout out to all of the artists who have made this possible. To Bernard Purdy, to Ray Parker Jr., to Ronald Collis Bell, to 24/7 Spies, to Doc Gibbs, and to Greg Mann, the wonderful filmmaker who's doing his thing so graciously. And to all of the sponsors who have made this possible for us. You know, this COVID thing is still going on. You guys got to make sure that you stay as safe and lay low as you possibly can. Try to, you know, bring healing and comfort and happiness to your family members as much as you can. I mean, you're probably like, "Arr," but try to stay as cool as you possibly can. Love each other. Try to stay as healthy as you can as well. And don't forget, if you guys want to donate, as you see the information down here, please feel free to donate at www.jamaaladeenmusic.com and hit the donate button. Once again, thank you so very much. Peace. And from the Outsiders Improvised and Creative Music Festival 2020, COVID-19 Red Carpet Room Clean Sweeps. Bye. Let's go outside.
Stop. The internal painting coloring the way you move in the world. How do you rearrange the ideas of others into a shape that you can recognize as yourself? My statement, found within the comfort of this choice of fabric to cover my nakedness, the risk taken, to step out the line, step outside the lines wrapped around my neck, hanging down in an attempt to cover my buttons, a Windsor knot, tight, perfect, almost. Welcome to the uniform of who you are not. Take a moment to attempt to discover yourself within your favorite colors. The fear of realizing that you never heard your voice because you spent